Florence is a story about a young woman and how her life changes when she meets a young man named Krish. I wasn't sure what to expect when I started Florence. I saw the trailer for it one day while organising my Steam library, and I thought it seemed like a game that I would like to play and that my community would like to watch. What I honestly didn't expect was for Florence to be a narrative interactive story game. When I started Florence, I was unaware of its mobile game roots, so I didn't realise this until halfway through when my community informed me that it was a mobile game first. I enjoyed the way that you could interact within her life, but honestly, I was expecting more interactivity. With that said, I enjoyed the story. I really felt for Florence when she was arguing with Krish, and as a person who has a tendency to want to win at arguments, getting that achievement where you lose against him was rather challenging for me. I liked how the chapters were separated so that you could go back and complete achievements without having to play the whole game again. As a whole though, I didn't feel like many of my decisions affected the game's story much at all. It was more like I was watching a movie, and occasionally I was given control over trivial parts of life like counting or painting a picture. There aren't a lot of words within the game, and honestly it doesn't need many because the music and the art of the game tell the story and it's rather easy to follow. It's an extremely linear game, so there's no going off track or exploration throughout it at all. I don't think you could say that you play as anything in this game, as it is more of an interactive story than anything else. You get to experience Florence's life and how it changes after she meets a man named Krish by chance. It's very cutely drawn, and I loved the artwork in the game. The graphics were lovely and simple, and with such an emphasis on art, I'm not surprised by this. They look hand-drawn, which was refreshing to see in this age of computer games. The music is really beautiful and helps pull the story along into each of its moments. The floating music where Florence gets to be artistic versus the starkness of the more rigid mathematical learning during her early years is very evident. It's a fairly simple game to master. It was originally brought out on mobile platform, so it was made for the simplicity of playing on the go and using your fingers to swipe through the story. That said, you use a mouse for all of the gameplay, so it can take you up or down, you can paint pictures, solve puzzles throughout the story, all of which are extremely simple and easy to complete within minutes. It is, at its core, a story, an interactive story. So therefore, if exploring an interactive story is your style of game, then you would find this highly entertaining. It doesn't really offer much else other than its beautiful drawings and gorgeous story. I did like how some places it was different from other games, making me drag down instead of going across to get further along. There are a few different achievements on Steam which can be good for some replayability, but other than this, the replayability is very minimal. The game is very linear, and once you have played it through, there really isn't much else to the game. Overall, the art style is really lovely, and the music really brings the watcher along. However, I felt more like I was watching a movie instead of playing a game, which was disappointing. The story is well thought out, and I enjoyed seeing the different aspects of this, including the not always sunshine and rainbows part of Krish and Florence's relationship. I give it 2.5 out of 5 howlers.